my pappy, rest in peace.
Why are you laughing about that?
I don't know. I do miss him. Hyper Talkative.
Oh God, Ruby.
Episode 14.
I feel like I always start the episode, so I was quiet.
This is
for
weird.
2 seconds.
You were quiet.
I didn't say it. I wanted to see what you would do.
The end.
Imagine if I just didn't speak for an entire podcast episode.
I'd be fine with that.
Ouch.
I mean, not like because I don't want to
Ouch.
hear you talk, but just
because you
I
could
like,
carry out on your own. Yeah,
exactly.
No, that's true.
The other day I was FaceTiming Jake on his car ride home, and like his mouth hurt. He like burned his mouth, so he couldn't talk. And literally for the full 40-minute drive, it was just me talking.
And you know what? It got it home, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
It made
That's
the time
really
go
funny,
faster.
actually.
I literally was just saying
Poor
those
guy.
random stuff. I was like, you can go. Like, you can hang up. But he stayed.
Ugh.
And he listened to me talk for 40 minutes.
I have a thought that's similar to that, but we haven't started the podcast, so I can't say it.
Just say it.
No.
We make the rules.
Okay, Drew. We're not getting a word this episode.
No.
We're just starting. Well, no.
Do you remember?
No, now I forget. No. Wait. You were talking about not talking.
I was talking the whole time.
Oh! One that I'm good at starting like random conversations. Yeah. Like if you're like,
I
oh,
would
Georgia,
hope
like
so.
act natural, I will literally just be like, yeah. So then I was like talking about this thing.
Yeah.
Like if you walk by someone you don't like,
Yeah.
and we had to be in an in-depth conversation, I'll literally be like, stop arguing with me about Marvel. I'm literally not going to tell you again. Tony Stark is better than Captain. Like, I'm good. I'm good on the fly like that.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
That makes sense because we can both just
we do
talk.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just normal conversing for us.
It is.
Wow.
Anyways, back to the podcast that we're doing.
Episode 14, and all I have to say is 14 is Troy Bolton's number.
True.
So get
Wait,
your
I
head
thought
in
it
the
was
game.
13.
No, it's 14.
Let's
just randomly generate a word, why don't we? We have wordcounter.net up, the reliable. Can they sponsor us? Star. Aww.
I have a friend named Star.
That's very unique.
With 2 R's at the end. Shout out Star Smith.
Wow.
Love you.
Hey, Star. I hope she ends up being a star.
She is. She already is.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
period. I mean, she has the name for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the one thing that I am so grateful for. One, that I don't have a boring name. Like, can you imagine? No offense to anyone with these names, but like, my personality just cannot fit being like Sarah.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever asked anyone, like, if your name wasn't Ruby, what would it be?
Yeah.
Have they been able to answer?
No.
Yeah, same.
Same for you.
And I think that's because we have such, like, unique names that it fits with our
unique personalities.
Ew.
But also, I bless my parents. Thank you so much, because they really gave me the perfect name for the career I want to go into. Like
Ruby Mundock?
Ruby Mundock.
Yeah.
You know?
It comes out quick.
People always say, when I tell them I want to go into broadcasting, like, you have the name for it.
Mackenzie told me that there's like a celebrity name. It's not, he was just being silly, but like you're supposed to have, it's like syllables.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it is.
Because, well, I think it was bump, bump, bump. Because
Georgia Hall.
Yeah, because he was like, you have it.
Yeah.
But I think it also goes with 4 syllables.
Yeah.
Ruby Mundock, Georgia Hall. Because he was like Mackenzie Kirkwood. He was like, it's too long, I can't be famous.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, true.
I mean, yeah, like, sorry. So you don't have the star quality. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But yeah, like it's honestly, yeah, I don't know. I think that our names fit us.
We fit well.
We do.
What was your name going to be if you were a boy? Do you know?
Yes.
What is
it was going to be Peter Angus.
Oh, like the steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why Angus.
Peter Angus.
Yeah. But I'll tell you the story behind Peter. It's actually a funny story. I might have told you off the record before, but I can't remember.
I don't think you have.
So,
maybe.
And I always say, if I have a son, I want to name him Peter. Like,
Parker.
I love, yeah. No, I'm kidding. I want to name him Peter. I love that name. I think it's so classic and so cute.
It's cute.
Like, I just really like it. And my great-grandpa, his name, well, so I thought up until like 2 years ago that my great-grandpa's name was Pete.
Is it not?
Because everybody called him Pete.
Oh.
And they were going to name me Peter. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. His name is Pete.
Close.
Find out that his name is Lawrence.
What?
I was like,
Then why do they call him Pete?
Let me tell you the story.
Okay.
So my pappy, rest in peace.
Why are you laughing about that?
I don't know. I do miss him. I do.
You go, rest in peace. Like he's dead, Ruby.
I'm sorry. I do miss you. Anyways, so his name is Lawrence, and when he was really little, it was during Prohibition era. So you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
That's when you weren't allowed to have alcohol. It was illegal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know
You're
things.
in your Prohibition era.
So true.
Anyways, so his parents, I guess, like made whiskey or something, and nobody was small enough to like fit under the barrels and like taste the whiskey to make sure it had been like brewed enough or whatever. Like it's just the way that whiskey's made. I think it was whiskey, some sort of like liquor like that.
Yeah.
And he was a young lad and was the only one small enough to go fit under the barrel and try it. And people that tried alcohol before it could be sold were called peasers. So they would always call him Peas.
Whoa.
And then it changed
Turned
to Pete.
into Pete.
And so
it still
I grew
lives
up.
on.
Yeah, so I grew up thinking that his name was Pete.
It's not.
It's not. It's Lawrence. But I would have been named Peter, and I'm going to name my son Peter because I think it's funny. It's not like a direct family name, but it's like the family
it's like
will
a
get
little
it.
Joke.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Peter Angus. What about you? Do you know?
Franklin.
That is so on brand.
And I know what you're thinking. I don't think I've ever taken you guys through the history of my name because I was going to say something, but you don't know.
And
I was
I'll
named
tell mine
after
too.
a guy.
Oh.
I was named after my great-grandpa George.
Oh.
And if I was going to be a boy, my name was going to be Franklin.
Why didn't they
Not
just name you
George.
George?
No.
That would be too easy.
Yeah, well, my middle name is Grace, and that's my great-grandmother's name.
Okay.
So they thought that was too basic. So they just put an A at the end of Georgia, and that's why my name is spelled weird.
Interesting.
Georgea.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, if I was a guy, my name was going to be Franklin, which I think is
Honestly,
really funny.
that's so
like Frank, come on.
You are.
That's another word for hot dog. A Frank,
Yep.
come on.
Yeah, also, you could tell me right now that your name was Franklin and I would not question it.
That is my
I'd be
real
like-
legal name.
Especially when you wear your glasses. What
does that mean?
You give off Franklin vibes.
That's an
Nothing
honor.
wrong.
No, that's an honor.
Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
So Grace is your great grandma's name.
Yes.
My middle name is Margaret, after my great grandma as
Aw.
well. So fun. I always joke around. I'm like, you can call me Ruby Peggy, because like Peggy's a nickname for Margaret.
It is?
Yeah, which
Why?
is so weird. I know. It's one of those things that I don't get. Like how Jack is a nickname for John.
Yes.
Same amount of letters.
Yeah. And
Why?
And I recently found out, if you know me, you know that I love Bill Hader.
Yeah, haters
very
gonna
much. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
I have a sticker on my computer that says that. I love him. I found out his real name is William.
Yeah.
Huh?
I know.
Why it should be William and Will,
Exactly. And
not
William and
Billiam
Bill.
and Bill. I tweeted that
agree.
once.
Yeah. Yep.
But why is like what?
I know.
No hate to you, Bill. Though I love you so much.
No, haters not gonna
I'll call
hate.
you anything you want me to.
Anyways, Ruby was named after my mom's favorite babysitter growing up.
Aww.
So that's fun. I never knew her, obviously, but she liked mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I hate mint chocolate chip ice cream.
The
so
evolution.
I really just let her down there.
Ugh.
But Jaina, so Jaina's my sister, and like Jaina's a very unique name. We've only ever met one other Jaina. Coincidentally enough, I was born in Mount Joy, in like this little, like we lived in a tiny, small little street, and there was a girl right down the street born like 2 weeks before her named Jaina.
Really?
Like, what are the odds? And
That's kind of crazy.
my parents were
actually.
always like worried that her parents were like mad, like thought that my parents like copied them, you know? But
Tea.
Jaina, if you're a really deep Star Wars nerd, you would know this. I just know it because my parents told me. I never have seen or read Star Wars.
Boo.
But do you like Star Wars?
No.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. My dad was reading the Star Wars books when my mom was pregnant.
Aww.
And Jaina is Princess Leia's daughter's name in the books. And he was like, oh, that's a cool
Aw.
name. So then they named her Jaina.
That's really cute,
Isn't
actually.
that cute? And Princess Leia's son's name was Jason, which is my dad's name.
Aw.
So it's like
That's actually really
connections,
special.
Isn't it?
I want to name my child Alfredo.
After the Luca guy?
No,
Okay.
after the dish, the pasta dish.
That's
Alfredo.
fair.
And then Alfred for short.
Yes.
Don't steal that, anyone. Don't
Yes.
steal it.
Do you have a list of like
Of course
baby?
I do.
Should we pull up our list?
It's mostly for my Sims.
Every few months I'll like go through my list again and just like change things because I'm like, ew, how could I ever like that name?
Yeah.
And then I'll add something else and then I'll go back later and be like, how could I ever like that name?
Yes.
But I feel like the ones I have now are pretty set. I have way more girl names than boy names.
I think I have more
Oh,
boys'
you have a
names,
lot.
actually.
Okay.
Because I think of them on Sims, and I'm like, oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's cute. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You first.
Okay, so I'll go through my girl names first. Since, well, boy names is literally Peter, and then I have James on there. I like that name.
Interesting.
I really like just the classic names.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't care. If there's some, like, family name, whatever. But girl names, so I love the name Stella. I've had it on my list literally for years.
Really?
But my cousin's cousin is named Stella, and I'm like, it's too close of a connection.
You can't do it.
Like, I grew up with her. It
Yeah.
would be weird.
Yeah.
So, Stella, if you're listening, I love your name. Please bless me to name my child Stella. Just kidding. I don't need to. My all-time favorite girl name ever, and this is like a pretty unique one,
Okay.
is Collins, which is the daughter's name in The Blind Side, which is one of my favorite movies. And every time, like the first time I watched it and I heard Collins, I was like, I love that name.
Yeah.
And this like Instagram influencer mom I used to follow, her daughter's name is Collins, but it's spelled Kolllyns, and they call her Collie, which I do not like
That's
that.
weird.
But Collins spelled Collins,
Yes.
I
like
love.
that. I like that
I think
a lot,
it's so
actually.
unique.
I've never-
I like names that I just like very like kind of elegant, like
Yeah.
more like classy, like
Yeah.
traditional names.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though that's not super common, I feel like it fits that sort of
Yes.
aesthetic, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, you give me one. We'll go back and
Is that
forth.
all you? Oh, okay.
I have more, but
my first one is Nora
love that
with
name.
an H at the end.
Yes.
I do like that name. I feel like if my name was in Georgia, it could be Nora.
Yes.
That's like a
you
goofy.
do.
It's like a goofy
Yeah.
name. Not like goofy, but it
The
radiates
girl on
like
your
goofy
shirt
energy.
could be named Nora.
Yeah, there's a girl on my shirt named Nora.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're listening. I also have Eloise,
Yes.
like Eloise in the Plaza.
Yes.
I love.
I
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
show. Oh my god.
I thought it was a movie.
It's a show too.
Okay.
Or maybe it was movies.
Eloise at Christmas.
Yeah.
In the
I thought it was a
Plaza?
show for some reason.
I don't
Movie,
know. It's
a
something.
visual
Eloise is somewhere doing
thing.
something on
in
some
New
sort
York.
of TV
yeah, exactly.
platform.
I just want to go stay at the plaza.
Yeah,
That's
same.
all I want. Okay.
Your turn.
Oh yeah. I love the name Kennedy. I love it.
Yeah.
Again, like old money
I feel
vibes.
like your name could be Kennedy. You
Yeah.
kind of look like a Kennedy.
Yes.
Look at us. Ugh.
Look at this.
We're just renaming ourselves.
We really are. I
Aw.
just love that name. I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
Paisley.
That's cute. That's very. I could totally see you having a daughter named Paisley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the P name for some reason.
It's very fun.
Yes.
Just like bubbly,
Yeah.
unique, a little quirky.
Yes.
Yep.
So true.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it.
Your move.
I have another classic one, Charlotte. I just
She
think that
likes
it's
her
so
classic
cute.
names.
I do.
And what about it?
I think that Charlotte is so adorable. I don't know how I feel on like the Charlie nickname.
Char.
No. Lottie, not really.
No.
Just Charlotte.
Just Charlotte, please.
Just call her Charlotte.
Just Charlotte.
She doesn't need a nickname. I don't have a nickname. Well, that's a lie. I have like 20
Yeah.
nicknames, but anyways.
Booby. Eleanor is my next one, which I feel like
Yes.
would be on your list.
Yeah, I
Because that's
love
like a kind
that.
of elegant, classic
Yeah,
name.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I love it. I love it. This one, if you've seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Sloane, I fucking love that name. I love Sloane in that movie.
Yes.
That
Yes.
name, I
Yes.
love names that
You would
like,
have a daughter named Sloane. You would. It just makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
I like names that you can't like. I like names that could be boy or girl.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Collins. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's not just like overly girly or
Yes.
overly like
Yes.
boy-y. But I love Sloane. I think, I just love it. I love it.
My next one is Finley. I was really obsessed with this
That's
name in like
cute.
elementary school.
Yeah.
It's kind of died down.
I've
But I just like the idea of calling a girl Finn.
Yeah, because
I like
I've
that.
only ever met boys named Finley, but
Mhm.
that would be such a cute girl
yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I have one last name on my girl list. Well, so Margaret, just because like family name, but I want her nickname to be Margot because I love the name Margot. I think that's
Yeah.
very cute.
You also look like a Margot a little bit.
Oh my god, thank
Yeah.
you. But I was like, then I could keep the family name in,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So those are my options. We'll see.
I'm skipping these and I'm gonna go
Let's
to
do the
boys.
boys.
Alfredo,
Of
obviously. Alfie. I also like the name August.
Love it.
And I like
Taylor
the
Swift.
nickname Augie.
Yes.
That is
That's
so
so
freaking cute.
Augie Hall.
I'm gonna have a different last name.
Are you okay?
Augie Holland. Please.
Sorry, sorry. You guys could
No.
combine your last names and make it Halland.
Holland.
Because
That's
it
what we'll
sounds
do.
the same.
Yeah,
But
you were going to ask me if I'm going to change my last name. I don't think I will.
I don't think I will either.
I don't there's this thing where you like when you're a woman doctor and you're married, like it's like so like if I married Tom Holland and I became a doctor, what a
Two
dream.
things that'll definitely happen.
Oh yeah. It would be Dr. Holland. But it's like I got the degree,
Exactly.
so it should be Dr. Hall. I feel like that's
Exactly.
kind of what I like.
And also, like,
When we get famous,
exactly, people are gonna know these names.
Yeah.
Plus, I just like my name. Like we said earlier, my name, it has such a ring to it, and so does yours. That I don't want like something coming in and messing it up. Like,
no hate
as
though.
if no
but
hate.
I'm an independent woman. We're independent
Same,
women here.
Same. My kids can hyphenate. I don't care.
That's probably.
But like, and like, even people are like I could hyphenate mine. But honestly, it doesn't really make that big of a deal. Like, I don't really care.
I like the idea that it's like mother, father, and then their children have the hyphenated last name.
Exactly, because it's like mother genes, father genes.
Together,
they have our mixed genes.
Yes.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm glad that we're on the same page
Me
there.
too. Ugh, we always are.
We always are. Yeah. I do love August, though. Reminds me of the Taylor Swift song.
Yes. Ugh. My cousin's name is Jude.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that name
love
so much
Jude.
because of the Beatles song. Like, that's what he's named after.
Shout out
Jude. We love you. I know he listens. But that's also on here. But I feel like I might do like a middle name for that.
I think that's a good middle name. I always think about, I'm like, which of like my family members' names am I going to use like in my kids' names?
Yes.
Like, I don't want anyone to be mad, but I've got some ideas.
I literally have a name on here that says Yorgi. Was I okay is that a typo?
I don't.
Anyways.
Bruno.
Yeah, like Luca. Silencio Bruno. But then
Not like Mars?
well, also that's also a side thing. Like that's like the Bruno has multiple names. But Encanto came out, and everyone's like, we don't talk, and I don't. I would rather die than name my kid Bruno now.
Yeah, no, because then everyone would be like.
Listen to this one. A boy's name Ezra.
I know a boy named Ezra. I know two boys named Ezra.
I love that.
Yeah, I like that
love
name.
that so much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very unique. It's very cute.
Don't steal any of these names.
Please don't.
If you steal my children's name, I will do something mean.
If you listen to the podcast and you have a child before either of us do and you use one of these names, don't bother listening anymore. Don't bother following us.
Well,
what's the thing?
Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done. I used to do that to Jess all the time. And it's so funny. I love that movie. Did I ruin your kid?
Too. That movie's so good.
I know.
Bro,
Roderick?
one time...
I knew it. I knew you'd have a little crush on him.
Look. So what? Attack me.
I'm not hating.
Come at me.
I'm not hating.
Hate on me. I don't care.
I'm not.
When they put the new Roderick in, not
Did
my
you
Roderick.
participate in Not My Roderick Day?
Of course I participated in Not My Roderick Day.
It was so funny because me and all my friends literally wrote Not My Roderick on our wrist. My friend Katie Nardella, she did eyeliner.
Oh my god.
It was so funny. Like, why did we do that?
Because he wasn't our Roderick.
So true.
Unfair.
So
it was
true.
unfair. I also had a crush on Zach Gordon, who played Greg.
I see him on TikTok all the time.
He's like on just like normal dating apps now.
I had a crush on Fregley. Is that his name?
Yeah. You're joking.
I'm joking.
Okay, I was like,
that's
Georgia.
the one who picks his nose.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Sometimes we both have
Did you ever
questionable taste.
play the cheese touch on the playground?
No.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Huh?
Do you have the cheese
No.
touch? Oh, okay.
Somewhere recently, I don't remember what it was. Someone please remember who's not me. We were playing the cheese touch game. I don't know who it was. I don't know why.
Is it just like you just try to tag each other and like give them the cheese
I
touch?
think it might have been our friends. I don't know if you were there. I think we just kept giving Kevin the cheese touch.
That
Maybe
makes
that's a
sense.
lie.
I don't know.
But it also feels like it could be right.
I read the books. Like I read most of them, but after taking like one Spanish class, I was like, I could totally read Diary of a Wimpy Kid in Spanish, so I got the Spanish version from my library.
And how did that go?
I could not read it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't know what came upon me to think that.
Hey,
I tried.
You were trying.
I was enthusiastic.
Yes. And that you had the passion. That's all that matters.
I did.
Who cares if you couldn't read it?
Yeah.
At least you bought it. At least you tried.
Exactly.
I can't say that.
No, you can't.
I was talking about playgrounds
Ooh,
a little.
Yeah.
I have a story.
Ooh, so do I.
Okay, period. When I was in elementary school, didn't have a lot of friends. We know this. We've talked about this.
We've been over this.
We don't need to talk about it again.
No.
But sometimes I would, if it was cold at recess and we had recess outside in the winter.
Side note, can we just talk about the fact that they would make us go outside in like 20-degree weather?
Yeah.
Like, have us do indoor recess.
I'm not going to lie to you. I preferred indoor recess.
Yeah, same.
I didn't like outdoor recess because all you had to do was Foursquare and go on the playgrounds, and I got sick of that.
Yeah.
When I did indoor recess, I could work on my plays.
Exactly.
It's messed up.
Yeah. Anyways.
But it was cold. It was in the winter. We were all freezing. I said, let me handle this, guys. Let me handle this. I bend down. I pick 2 sticks off the ground. I'm like, watch this. People are gathered around me.
No.
I'm rubbing the 2 sticks together, trying to light a fire. I'm like, it's gonna come soon. Don't worry. Like, we'll all be so warm, whatever. It didn't. That is
Georgia.
Probably one of the most dumbass things I've ever done.
Georgia.
But all these people were like, yeah, you got it. And it was the most alive I've ever felt. Suddenly I had so many friends.
That's how you knew you wanted to be a performer.
Yes. And then 10 minutes later, they all were gone. I was like, no, guys, please. Like, it'll work. Please, just stay. They didn't.
Thank you for sharing this with us.
I feel like
I stand with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. That.
I feel like it says a lot about who I am.
Yeah. I feel like that
and how
shaped
you. I was just going to say, and how it shaped me and why I am the way that I am is because I let everyone down.
Someday I believe that
Thank you. I saw the cavemen do it. They probably did it on SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I saw it somewhere.
It does work at somehow. I've tried before too.
Have you?
I have, because in Catching Fire.
God, not the Hunger Games.
In Catching Fire, they're like.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Hey.
That's okay.
At least we tried. What's your recess story? I'm interested.
I have 2. One of them, it was like first grade, and we had this little thing. It was like a platform, and then there were 2 like handles kind of things on either side, and you would like stand on it, and it would just bounce a little bit.
Interesting.
And I was standing on it, just doing a little bouncing, and then I went to get off, and it was mid-bounce, and I was short because I was young, and it hit me, and that like piece of skin that connects like the gum right above your teeth to the back of your top lip ripped.
Oh,
it was bleeding.
No. I don't like that.
No, but I got to go home from school early.
Oh, good.
So there was that. But like, yeah, it ripped because I hit it, and it was traumatizing.
Scary.
Yeah. My other story is I used to have these 3 friends, and one of our playgrounds, we had a couple playgrounds because they just kept adding more. We're like, okay. It had like a lower level and an upper level, and there was this like tube thing in between that you would climb up. Mm-hmm. But the 4 of us would camp out in the tube thing, and that was our hangout spot. And we would like yell at anyone who tried to enter. And like if some people would like try to mess with us and get there before we did, and we'd literally get there and be like, "Get out of our spot!" We ruled that place. Yeah. I mean,
you still do.
Yeah.
There's probably like your names are carved in there.
Probably,
you did
honestly.
like that.
Yeah. We used to have like penguin like cuddle huddles kind of, or penguin. I just had a stroke. We would do like penguin huddles, so when it was really cold, we would all go in the corner and like all of us would do, and whoever was right in the corner, you got so lucky because you were so warm. Yeah. Also, one time there was a full dead deer carcass in the trash can right outside on the playground.
What?
Yeah.
What's the? That reminds me of Stranger Things when they like pull the deer away. It's like bleeding. That's kind of traumatic.
That was scary.
Yeah.
I did see it firsthand.
Okay. Yeah.
It explains a lot.
Once again.
Yeah.
Lots of digging we're doing.
Yeah.
I have another story about recess that I forgot about. So in elementary school, we had like 2 playgrounds. I think all of them do probably. Yeah. This was like the back playground. And the back playground was like at the side of the school. So like next to it was like a grass field. And there was a house there. And there was a house and a barn.
Okay.
And the barn was closer to the playground than the house was.
Okay.
But there was like a fence there, and, you know, people were outside playing recess. The one time, I swear to God, this is going to sound like a fever dream. You're going to be like, Georgia, you're making this up. It was real, and it happened. I remember.
It was real to me.
And there were witnesses somewhere. I will contact them. We will bring them in.
Okay.
But we were outside, and we were just like hanging. It was me and my friends, all 2 of them, and we were hanging up by the fence, and there was this young boy, like running around in the yard of the barn. And we were like, that's interesting. So we weren't like interacting with him. We were just kind of minding our own business. And then he came over to the fence and was like, come play with me. Come play with
That's
me.
a ghost.
And
That's
we were like,
ghost.
I know. And this barn was like haunted. Like we were convinced that it was haunted. I honestly, I think that's why we were sitting there, is because we thought it was haunted. We were like telling stories. But this proved our point anyways.
Yeah.
He's like, come play with me. Come play with me. And we were like, no, we're at school right now. And he was like, no, come play. And then we were like, no. And he walked away and he pulled his pants down and started peeing.
Oh my God.
Butt naked. Like we saw his pee-pee just peeing. And then I went and got a teacher. And I was like, this boy's got his wang out. Like, I feel like you should do something about this. That was the last I saw him.
You saw a ghost pee-pee wiener.
Yeah. But it was weird. Like, I was like, what?
That is weird.
And then I think after that, we just spied on the house and we're like, how could this be creepy? Like, taking notes.
Yeah.
Like, what was weird about it?
That's smart.
It was haunted.
That's so...
I wonder if it's still there. I bet the kid is grown up now.
Aw.
If he wasn't fake.
He had to be fake.
It was scary.
Come play with me. Like,
it's
come
also
on.
like, where were the teachers?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No one saw this boy.
Just peeing. In front of
I
a
had
bunch
to
of
go
little
and be
girls.
like, hey, there is a boy peeing. I saw his wang.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's scarring.
I know.
That's okay.
Elementary school.
Elementary school. So many good times.
You gotta love it.
Bro, being a gifted kid in elementary school was interesting. I wasn't gifted since first grade.
Okay.
So I guess they were like, she's reading really well, let's test her, whatever. And I was like, period.
She was.
Okay. And I was the first girl in my gifted class.
Slay! Let's go!
No big deal. So was my sister for her grade.
Aww. So it's a Mundok thing.
It must be. And basically, like, our gifted class would be during normal classes. Like, if we were in gifted, you would just go while they were, like, normal kids were in their class, and we would go do our own, like, gifted thing.
Okay.
And first off, our gifted room at first was literally in a fucking, like, coat closet. Like, it was so small.
So gifted.
Yeah, they just did not give us the budget we needed. But it's fine. I've moved on.
You're smart, so that's all that matters.
We used to have to do this thing called ILS that was, like, online, like, math lessons. That was, like, all students. But they would always do it while we were in gifted. So I would have to come back and miss recess to do my ILS.
That's messed
because
up.
I'm smart.
You were punished for being smart.
Yeah.
Haha. Eat the rich. Eat the smarts.
Sorry I went and I was building toothpick bridges.
Sorry I'm intellectually inclined.
Sorry I had a higher IQ than a lot of the kids that I went to school with.
What is IQ? I've always wondered. It's time I break my silence.
Have you never taken a test to see what yours is?
I have, and then I said it once and someone laughed.
What was it?
I don't remember. But I remember, our IQ is supposed to be low or high?
High.
It was low. It was like 4. And someone was someone was like,
no,
they laughed and they were like, that's not right.
Because the 100s is high.
Okay.
So, like, 4 isn't even, if you were 4, you would be severely, severely disabled.
Oh.
Like, that's, like, below stupid.
Okay.
So you did not do the right thing.
Okay.
Because I know you're smarter than that.
Not by much, though.
Not by much. No, I'm kidding.
What is it?
Well.
How do you test it?
So, I had mine tested in first grade, obviously.
And that's how you got into gifted?
But the way that, that's why I got into gifted. But it's very interesting because they make it such a big deal that you're not supposed to know your IQ. They kept it a huge secret. Nobody would tell me, even up until middle school and high school.
Really?
Like, we could not find out.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Nobody would tell us. Our parents weren't supposed to tell us. So I went upon myself because I was like, I want to find out. And I went into our firebox and I pulled out my papers from when I got tested and I found it.
It really is that easy. Do you know what yours is?
Mine's like 124.
Okay. What's the highest it can go?
I'm not sure. I know the level is like, there's like really, 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 really smart. And then there's like really smart. And then there's like smart. And I'm in the really smart. Okay. So I'm not at the super, super highest. I think that's like Einstein level, which I'm not that.
Not yet.
Not yet. Except your IQ doesn't change.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which isn't that crazy? So you're just destined to be stupid?
Isn't that crazy?
Here I am thinking that because I was taken out of the cluster class for bullying, that I wasn't.
No.
I was born to be an idiot.
Isn't it crazy though that like at first grade my brain was like that developed to score that high?
I wonder if I had an IQ test.
Like I have not lived up to it.
That's crazy.
It's so. But yeah, they made it such a big deal, and like none
That's
of us
weird.
could
That
know.
makes it feel
And-
like Stranger Things,
Yeah.
like 01, 02.
Well, all of us, like our teachers would be like, you can't know, like we can't tell you, and all of us would always bring up the point, like it's our brains.
Yeah.
Why
we
can't
deserve
we
to
know what our
Maybe
own
because
IQ
they
is?
didn't want you guys like comparing and being like, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah.
Which
I
makes
mean, in the
sense.
grand scheme of things, IQs don't even really matter. Like, it's literally just based off, like, I don't even remember the tests that I took. They were, like, weird different ones, like, saying words and matching things. Like, it was all these weird little tests.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think that mine's, like, 124. All I know is Janus is higher than mine by, like, 2 points. And I was so mad. I was like, are you Pharrell right now?
That definitely. Are you Pharrell right now?
Are you Pharrell Williams right now?
Because I'm happy. He always wears hats.
He does.
That's like his thing.
You know who else does? Bruno Mars. Well, he hasn't been lately. Because he's been coming in tune with his short king self.
Yeah.
Because he used to wear hats
To
because to make himself look taller.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He should just embrace it.
He is. He
Him
doesn't
and
really
Tom
wear
Holland.
them anymore.
Ugh, our
short
boys.
kings.
Short boys.
Kings, short boys. You know, I'm going to clear the air here if there's any misconceptions about gifted kids. As someone who got bullied for being gifted.
You got bullied for being smart?
People thought we were, like, people hated us.
Why?
They, like, were always like, oh, you think that you're better than us because you're smarter than us? And let me just put it out there. Being gifted does not mean that you're smarter than other people. It means that you think about things differently. Some gifted kids, are really smart and, like good at math and good at science. I'm not like that. Like, I am so bad at math and I'm so bad at science, but I'm, like, a really critical thinker, so I think about things differently.
It's
and
the way
that's
your brain
what made
works.
Exactly.
Thank you for clarifying
You're
that,
welcome.
actually, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to put that out there so
Yeah.
people would stop bullying me.
Spreading awareness.
And also because people always make these memes and these jokes about being a washed up gifted kid. And I'm like, yeah, they're accurate. Like, yeah, we all lived the same life, all of us gifted kids.
That's funny.
But I still take it. I'm proud to be a gifted kid, a gifted
and
kid
you
alum.
should be. And you should be.
Do I have it on my
a
resume?
gifted Kim
Yeah.
alum. You do.
I think it is on my
Very
resume.
nice.
You know
Very
what?
nice.
What about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Wow.
Can I tell you about my arch nemesis in elementary school?
Yes?
I had an arch nemesis.
Oh, I had one too.
Is it Bobby, that kid you were afraid of?
No. Bobby and I became friends.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Me and this kid, Ruby, were like established. Like, we established that we call each other enemies.
Oh my God.
Like, I was like, you're my enemy, and he was like, you're my enemy.
Aw.
Which is kind of cute because enemies. Yeah. But like enemies to lovers. Just kidding, he moved to Texas.
Is he cute?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since second grade.
Oh my.
Listen, so we were in the same second grade class, okay? And
He's
we
your
were
soulmate.
enemies. Even the teacher knew, everyone knew. For no reason. I don't remember what the origin was. We just like hated each other and we were like enemies. Like we'd always compete. His name was Preston Jet Bolin, but he went by his middle name Jet.
Oh my God.
So
Georgia, he's your soulmate.
if you're out there,
He's your soulmate. We're finding him.
and if you were in my second grade class, you will probably
finding
remember.
him.
Yeah. He moved after second grade. I'd like to think it was because I won.
Yes.
He couldn't take being in the same room as me. He moved away.
I think that's
I
it.
win. I'm the number one.
He had to move all the way down south.
I'm the number. What do you call? I'm the number one enemy.
Yeah.
I'm the number one arch nemesis.
Yes. Yeah. You won.
Haven't seen him since. Hope you're doing well. If you're single, maybe we can meet up sometime.
I'm going to be doing some research and find him online. Just so we can see, what he's like.
Just for funsies.
Just for funsies. My arch nemesis, her name was Christine. She was only at my school. She also moved away in like first or second grade.
Look at us winning against our arch
I know.
nemesis.
Well, I had I had an awful last experience.
What?
I don't know. I had an awful last experience with her
Aw.
before she moved.
Well, fitting.
Yeah, and you want to know what happened?
What?
We were in gym class, me
Ugh.
and Christine. I'll show you a picture from when you get home. You'll hate her.
Okay.
You will. I found a marble on the floor. Cool.
Yeah.
I gave it to my teacher. She gave the marble to Christine as a going away present.
A marble?
Yeah, but like it was my marble that I found.
Wait,
and she
why
gave
did your
it to Christine?
Why did your teacher give it?
I don't know.
That's dumb.
But still, I was so mad.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'd
she
be mad
gave it
too.
to Christine,
Ugh.
and then Christine was in line talking about it.
I bet Christine doesn't even have it anymore.
No, but you know who would? Me.
You.
I should have kept it.
That's the lesson.
should've kept
Always
it.
be selfish. Always keep what you find.
Finders are keepers.
Yes.
Losers are weepers.
So true.
So our first word was star.
Star.
And we ended on arch nemesis.
Arch nemesis.
Arch nemesi.
I'll look up the proper grammar before we,
that
submit
is,
the title.
I love this episode.
I like this episode. We
laughed
talked about a lot. Yeah.
We did.
We're just in giggly moods.
We are.
Remember when Ruby laughed after she said her grandpa died? I'm not going to forget about that for a while.
Rest in peace, Pappy.
Anyways, before you start laughing again.
Follow us. Oh.
No, there's something we haven't said.
Oh, yeah.
That we need to address.
Guys,
it's on our Instagram, but
yeah.
we just posted it recently, so if you haven't seen it yet, we have some sad news.
Season 1 is coming to an end. Next week is our last episode.
We really
sprung it on you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like breaking up over text.
Literally, we're so awful.
We knew it had to come to an end at some point.
But that doesn't mean we're leaving.
It doesn't even. No, we'll be back. Don't even worry, pretty little face.
The show is not over.
It's not over.
It's just season 1.
Yes.
Just season 1.
We've figured 15 episodes is a good place to stop for now.
Yep.
But
we're going to take August off. We're going to work on merch.
Yes,
we are getting merch out for you guys.
are.
We're going to do a little rebranding.
Yes.
We're going to just,
take
make
some
it
time.
fun. Take some
Self-care.
time.
Yeah.
We haven't had a week off since April.
Yeah.
So we just really want, a couple weeks to just relax
and
get ready for school.
In the beginning of September.
Better
than ever.
Season 2, baby. Comeback of the year.
Yep.
Be ready.
In the meantime, you can just listen to all of our episodes on repeat.
Yeah, share your favorite ones.
Yep.
We're going to be posting a lot of
We'll
fun
still be
stuff.
active. Yeah, we have lots planned to keep you
compilations,
keep
fun
you happy
things,
still.
vlogs.
Yeah.
And then you'll be getting back to school content.
Oh yeah. Who missed it? I did.
I did.
Anyways.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hopefully you guys aren't mad at us, but
they're probably mad.
It had to be done. We did spring it on them. It's fine.
Sorry.
You know what? Everybody makes mistakes.
So true.
So
in the meantime, keep updated with us. Go to our social media. Follow us. Instagram at Hyper Talkative Podcast. That's also our TikTok. Our Twitter is at Hyper Talkative. And our website is hypertalkativepodcast.com.
We also have a link tree that's in all of our bios.
Yes.
So you can go stream it. You can go watch it. You can go follow us. You can go look at merch. You can do everything.
Everything's
and more
there.
on that link tree.
Everything.
Yeah. So you will not be bored. You will not miss us while we're gone. Don't worry.
We'll still be here.
We're
will
not
still
going
be here.
anywhere. No.
Ugh.
Literally, we're sitting right in this booth until September.
Yeah. True.
That's it.
And we have one more episode. So
yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yes.
That is not a lie.
We will see you next week.
In the meantime, peace be with you.
And with you.
Hyper Talkative Podcast is brought to you by us. Just us.
Unless you want to sponsor us. Wink, wink.
Hyper Talkative is recorded at the Candy Factory Co-working and Social Club in downtown Lancaster.
Our theme music was done by help from Johnny Jed Music, and the show is recorded, edited, and published by Georgia Hall and Ruby Murdoch.